Hi everyone, I'm Amy Roberts. I'm an assistant professor of physics here at CU Denver, and I study dark matter. So the problem I'm going to talk about today is software infrastructure. In the dark matter field, our data is large, but not too large, and our analysis problems are tricky, but they are solvable with current technology. The problem is that our software infrastructure is poor enough that it slows down the science that we do. And when I say it slows down, that's what happens to experts. For young scientists who are just getting started in the dark matter field, this poor software infrastructure can be extremely exclusionary. The main issue here is that running code for dark matter analysis always requires you to find a special person who has some secret knowledge that's necessary to make the code run. If you don't know the right person, or if the right person doesn't like you, it can be extremely difficult to make any progress. So, my collaboration, the Cryogenic Dark Matter Search, has started to address this issue with two key technologies. The first technology is a file network system called CVMFS that's provided by CERN. This file system lets us distribute software to computing centers around the world. The second technology that's been critical for us improving our software infrastructure is Jupyter Hub, a web-based analysis environment. These are two really exciting technologies, and in particular, they're very exciting because they're widely available. So Jan Mundell is leading a new CU Denver campus cluster that was recently awarded funding from the Cyber Infrastructure Program, and that cluster will have both of these technologies. So these two technologies have enabled some really significant success in providing a more accessible analysis environment for our dark matter research. So graduate students we've seen coming up to speed much more quickly with analysis tasks. And we've also seen undergraduates start to participate in active analyses, and that was never possible before. The main thing that I want to communicate today is that building this gateway to improve access to dark matter data has been very successful, but it has also taken a lot of work. And so that amount of work would not have been feasible for me to achieve all on my own. Instead, what I did was I leveraged a set of existing resources that are available to researchers at any US-based institution. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what those resources are that I used in the hopes that you might find them useful as well. Okay, so there are several resources that have been really critical to building this accessible gateway for dark matter science within our collaboration. The first one that I want to mention is Exceed. So there are several resources from Exceed that have been critical. So the first resource is direct developer support through a program that they call Extended Collaboration Support Services. This provides direct developer support and has helped us integrate the Exceed resources with our particular software set. The second Exceed resources that has been critical is a cloud resource. So cloud virtual machines that have been available on an Exceed resource called Jetstream. These two Exceed resources have worked really well together. The developers have helped us make use of the facilities available through Jetstream. So if you have any questions about using Exceed resources, which again are free to researchers working at US-based institutions, you should contact me. I'm Amy Roberts, and I am our Exceed campus champion. The second resource that I want to talk about is the Science Gateways Community Institute. So the Science Gateways Community Institute is another resource that offers free developer support for a period of time. And they offer so many different types of resources that the best way to get in touch with them is to contact them directly through their web form. They'll schedule an appointment with you. You'll really need to talk with them and find out which of their services are most appropriate for what you want to do. But they have a lot, so it's a fantastic resource to take advantage of. Finally, what I want to leave you guys with is that Jan Mandel has recently gotten funding for a new campus cluster. And this campus cluster is going to have, again, some of those resources that are really critical for making it a little bit easier to provide a accessible analysis environment. So if you're interested in using that cluster, or if you're interested in understanding how you can make your research more accessible on that cluster, Jan Mandel is a great person to talk to. I hope some of these resources are useful, and I'm excited to talk to you guys about them. Thanks.